What's going on, everybody? UltimatDjz here from the Teaching Trek YouTube and the Talking Trek podcast, and I'm giggly because of silliness. Good evening. Good morning, I guess. Mid-month. Are we already halfway through the month? Well, the mid-month patch is underway, and I am making this video so that I can tell you I have absolutely no idea, no knowledge about anything. Actually, I do have a little bit for you. I would have very much liked to have been able to tell you about bug improvements or, game improvements or bug fixes or this or that, but I have none of that information. What I can tell you is that it is somewhat interesting that a lot of players this month talked about the one thing that the Defiant was missing. All throughout lore, the Defiant had this, and players were like, well, that's weird. Why didn't the Defiant launch? And why did it not have this feature? And, that's kind of weird and things like that. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you the next piece of the Defiant content. It is the Defiant cloak. Yes, a lot of people asking about it, and where is it? Well, here it is. A lot of people talked about the fact that it didn't exist when the ship launched, and here's a little bit of lore for you. So the Defiant is getting a cloak. What is it going to do? Well, it's going to increase the Defiant damage by 350% when it's cloaked. Now, damage increases aren't typically one of the most exciting researches, yet this ship is actually putting out a pretty good amount of damage at its respective tiers with regards to solo armadas, which is primarily what people are using it for now. Also, I can imagine that obviously with a cloak, you only get one shot, so it's not going to be applicable to hostile grinding, but one more step in making this ship a little bit more universal and a little bit more less of a one-trick pony, but maybe even with regards to the cloak, reinforcing its strongest trick against solo armadas. It is indeed getting a cloak. But that's not the only cloak that we're getting this month. I know some players, very few who have reached this level at Shipyard 60 are going to be able to actually get new cloaks for their G5 epics. This is the G5 epic series that you're going to get. The Rotaran, I believe, is that what it's called? I don't even know. See, it's so far beyond. Yes, the Rotaran. You're also going to get the Defiant. Yeah, take a look. That one right there, the Defiant. Shout out, Trader. Going to be able to wreck even more now with that. And then, of course, the Enterprise D, which Rev says this image hurts his soul. It hurts his heart. But yes, in fact, the Enterprise D is going to receive a cloak. All three of these G5 epics are going to get the benefit of increasing their damage output by 500% when they're cloaked. So no small amount, and certainly not for a G5 epic ship who already has massive amounts of damage output. Now you can increase that by 5x when you are cloaked, further giving even more damage potential to these ships. Now, this was somewhat interesting. I want to pop into the game very quickly because there is something else that's coming, another smaller feature, if you will. But I want to just give a quick shout out to the players who were somewhat curious about this and may have actually tried to figure it out or at least asked questions about it. It's this one right here, if you can see right above my beer helmet. Ladies and gentlemen, this new avatar was launched this past month at the beginning of the month, but a lot of players maybe didn't notice, and then a few players did say, hey, what is this? The Armory icon. Well, most of us stayed pretty hush-hush about it, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, indeed there is a new building coming. Allow me to show you that. This is indeed the Armory. The Armory is coming out today, this mid-month patch, and it is going to provide players a buff in a couple of different ways. Let's start with where you can build it. It will be Ops 25, and this building is actually going to be the source of a lot of various types of ship abilities that will indeed have refits that will have to be unlocked in various different ways, including some premium stores, some earned, some buffs from the building. You'll get some refit shards from the building and things like this. This building starts at Ops 25 and is going to source most of the ships in the game with some additional abilities, mostly your faction ships, I would imagine. You're going to see faction ships like, for example, the Enterprise and the D4 and the Augur going to have something, a new refit that's going to increase their combat capabilities, some in PvP, some in PvE, etc., etc. Also, in addition to the fact that the refits are going to be unlocked via this method, you're also going to see the building itself giving buffs. We've seen this before, like with what they added to the generator buildings, and then, of course, the shuttle bay and things like that, where some of these buildings are actually giving better or some type of combat boost or some type of other gameplay boost as you level them up. Like, for example, here's the shuttle bay giving you a weapons damage boost. So this armory building is going to be providing some pretty significant combat buffs as you level this thing up, including hull health and shield health and mitigation. Those things are going to be incorporated into the building as you level it up. It is going to require a unique currency to upgrade called Nadion, and that's going to be sourced from various events, and also a daily drip that will be applied, basically kind of like what you're doing with the axionic servos. You're going to get so many of them per day, or for example, it might be something kind of like the treasury where you're getting so many of these diodes every single day. So you're going to get some of that every single day, but you will be able to fast track that through purchase if you so choose. That will be the armory building giving some extra combat buffs there. So that is where we're going to leave it at this particular moment. Not a ton to tell you about, except for these new content pieces that will further enhance the abilities of some of the combat ships that are flying around space. Community, this is your mid-month patch, and I'd like to know what you think. Are you excited now that the Defiant actually has a cloak? Because a lot of people did complain that it was launched without one. Well, the cloak is here. Leave your questions and your comments in the section below. We'll do our best to answer those for you as time goes on. Of course, I would invite you to subscribe to the video as well. That is amazing. And by the way, congratulations to all of you for getting us to 10,000 subs. We're going to be doing a giveaway here on this channel very, very soon of $1,000. So be sure to subscribe and share with your teammates. Make sure that they subscribe as well. We would really very much appreciate you click on that little bell so you know when new content is coming, and give us a thumbs up, so you can help the algorithm. That would be greatly appreciated. My name is UltimatDjz from the Teaching Trick YouTube channel, saying good morning, and hope you look forward to some of these smaller changes that are coming in today's maintenance patch. Of course, hopefully some good bug fixes, and yes, as you saw just a few moments ago, I got to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm riding a lucky wave, but my ASB has been working for like the last 2 days. What about you guys? Like, they didn't even say anything. It's just been working, and I don't know. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. By the way, the double display on active harvesting nodes still a thing. So if it says 30, you only got 15. Just throwing that out there. There you go. I'm your friendly neighborhood cat person saying meow for now. Love you, minute. Catch you on the next one. Meow, everybody. Good morning. Happy mid-month arc patch day. Need more coffee. Catnap.